Hey guys, this is April, your Usborne book lady, and I just wanted to take a second and share with you guys some of our most educational books. And the reason that I decided to do this is this past weekend I was at the grocery store and they had all of the school supplies out. And so I went ahead and I got my kids' school supplies for the school year that's coming up. And I realized, oh my goodness, you know, school's just right around the corner. So I wanted to share these books with you because Usborne books are known for being highly educational in a way that will engage the kids and make them want to pick up the book and look at it, which I think is probably the first step in getting kids interested in reading, is getting them to pick that book up and want to look at it. And want to read it. So so I wanted to share with you some of our most educational books, and also books that are great to help beat that summer slide, which, if you don't know what that means, that is the time from when school is out until school starts again. Kids don't do much of the stuff that they were doing as far as reading and doing math and science and things like that, and they kind of lose some of the information that they learned through the school year. It's called the summer slide. Okay, so I wanted to start off with some of our wipe clean cards and books, because these are super fun. The kids love them, and you can use them over and over and over again. Okay, the first set that I want to show you, it comes in a box like this with the little pen, and my kids have played with this, so it's not in the order that it normally would be in, but it's $9.99, and this is a great set. There's a couple, there's I think 2 different ones, I think alphabet, and then this is first words, where they can obviously see what it is, so they can start to retain what these letters together mean, and then they can trace the letters down here, and then on the back it has where they can do it over and over and over again to practice. And there's a bunch of, all of these are exactly the same. It's all different first words, so I think it's great. And even the little kids like to do it that don't know their alphabet or any of that stuff. They like to do it and practice, so it's kind of a good thing to get them excited about doing something like that. Okay, the next wipe clean ones are the books that we have, and we have lots and lots and lots of these books, and they come with a pen attached to it on the outside. These are great for your preschoolers and your kindergartners. We also have multiplication, and so these are just really, really great. They can do it, and then they can do it over again and over again and over again. And these ones have been well loved. They're a little bit beat up, but they clean up so good. You just take a Kleenex or a wet wipe or paper towel and wipe them off, and you're good to go again. They're bright and colorful. There's lots of places for them to trace. This one is first letters, and so it's all lowercase letters, but it has that where they can trace throughout the book, but then also at the back it has where they can trace the letters and practice those. So, and both of these ones are alphabet. This one's alphabet, that one's first letters, and they're both pretty similar. This one has just got the letter itself, and it goes all the way through the alphabet, and then the last page is where they can trace the alphabet. So I love the wipe clean books. They're so great. Okay, the next thing I wanted to cover is our Usborne Beginners, and these are so cool. They are nonfiction books, but they're meant for the younger kids, and these would be good even for preschool kids, and just to read to your little ones even, but they're great for the older kids too that know how to read on their own, because there's tons and tons of information in here, and the pictures are really, really good. They're really awesome. So, and we have lots and lots and lots of these, all different titles, from trains to firefighters to animals, and they're great. The kids love them. Okay, the next thing on my stack is our flap books. This is See Inside Weather and Climate. We have lots and lots of these flap books. We have ones that are good for younger kids and ones that are good for older kids. And they have proven that lifting the flap somehow, it helps them retain the information. So this one I learned a lot of information just reading through this one as well. And as you can see, you lift the flap and there's information underneath. And this is world climates is what this one is. We have the human body. We have what makes it rain. One of our newest ones is why do we need bees? So there is just tons of information packed into these books. And it's so fun to go through and lift the flap and see what's under there and get all of that information. So these are really cool, fun, great books. Here's another one of our Lift the Flap. This one is questions and answers. Great for those kids who are wanting to learn all about the world around them and what makes everything go. This one says how do fish breathe. And then it says using their gills, we all need something called oxygen to live. Our lungs take oxygen from the air we breathe. Fish have gills that take oxygen from the water. Water goes in the mouth and out over the gills. Gills are under here, and it has an arrow pointing where the gills are. So it's that kind of information. Just great information that kids love. Okay, next one is telling time. This is from the Usborne Farmyard Tales, and this book is $13.99. This, if you don't know already, that Farmyard Tales is a series of books that we have, and it's all about these same little characters. And this one is really fun because it goes all through the day and it asks what the time is, and then the kids can change the time to be whatever it's asking. What's the time? This one says it's 7 o'clock, so they could change the clock to say 7 o'clock. And I think that's great because unfortunately kids don't see clocks the way they used to. Everything's digital, so this is great in helping them in a fun way in learning this. Okay, some of our best books are our encyclopedias. These are so great because you have so much information in here and amazing illustrations. And the thing that I think is the greatest about these books is that it has QR links. So what that means is they are oops. So this is where they would scan with like a phone or anything that could use a QR scanner. And then it brings up all kinds of approved, Usborne goes through and actually creates these. So these are approved. They're going to be safe for your child to see. There's nothing going to be in there that they shouldn't see. And they have to do with the topic which they've been reading about. So there's 150 of these in this book. And so it's a great way for your child to learn and to use technology to continue to learn even more. I absolutely love our encyclopedias, and we have lots of them. So you want to make sure you check that out. We also have, this is our illustrated dictionary, and this is a fun way to learn new words. Now, it is a dictionary, but it has lots of pictures, and it makes it a little bit more fun to learn these new words. So let's see if I can find a good example here. So there's a guitar in there with a picture of a guitar, and then a musical instrument with strings which you pluck or strum. The vibrations of the strings on this electric guitar are transformed by the pickups in electrical impulses, which are then amplified through a loudspeaker. Also see acoustic guitar, and then it also has where what all the different parts of the guitar are and what they're called. I don't know if you can see that, but these are great. My kids love looking through these and finding cool stuff. So the next one on my pile here is This Is Not a Science Book, and this is just such a fun way, obviously, to learn scientific things in a fun way. So what this is, this one says light or dark. On the previous page we saw how the size of neighbors' objects can trick your brain when you're looking at an image. On this page we can see how neighbors' colors can also influence what your brain thinks it sees. Color confusion. Using a bright orange pen, solidly color in the 6 blank rectangular areas above. Look at the completed image. The orange bars on the left look lighter than the even though they are the same color as those on the right. As you know, after all, you did the coloring. So this is a fun way for kids to learn scientific. It's an activity book. So they do these activities and they're learning at the same time, and it's awesome. We also have, this is not a math book, so that's great. First 100 words in Spanish. And I got this for my kids to help them learn a little bit of Spanish in the area where we live. It's a good thing for them to know. We live in Texas, but truthfully, it's good for kids to learn a different language, no matter where you live. And we have these first 100 words for a couple of different languages. So you want to make sure and check that out. It's great for me too, because I need that as well. Okay, Genes and DNA reference book. So we have some reference books. Actually, we have quite a few reference books. These are also internet linked. So these are just like all of our other stuff. Lots of educational, fun information in here. Great pictures, and presented in a way in which kids will want to pick it up and look at it. And see, all the websites are regularly reviewed and can be visited via links on the Usborne Quick Links website. And it gives you the website here on the back of the book. And this one's $12.99. Okay, I'm going to finish it off with one of our favorite books in this house, and it's Count to 100. And all of my kids love this. Even my almost 10-year-old likes it. And so my 6-year-old and my 3, almost 4-year-old also love it as well. It's a fun way to count to 100. And what they do is they have the number that they're counting to, and then this one is fishes, and they count all the fishes to get to 60. This is great for kids who are learning to count to 100, because kindergartners, at least in this area, this is a big thing that they do. But it's also great for those younger kids that are just starting to learn. And then they can go through and point out all the different things, and they love it. It's fun. So that's all I'm going to cover for today. But guys, there's tons and tons of educational fun books, and you can get them at my website, which I will put in the comments below. Thanks so much.